Hello and welcome to Flowing with Angels. My name is Marielle and I'm delighted that you are joining me for another angel message and angelic symbol. Thank you so much for all of your support and kindness, and of course a big welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. For this video, Archangel Haniel has a beautiful message for us on the subject of love, featuring the symbolism of the apple. I will tell you a little bit more about the spiritual meaning of this symbol before we move on to Archangel Haniel's message for us. As we are reaching mid-April, the apple trees are abundantly blossoming and preparing for new growth and a new harvest of fresh apples in the fall. The apple is associated with the ancient Greek goddess Aphrodite and is a beautiful symbol of love. It also represents health, vitality, good fortune, new beginnings, and knowledge. In many old stories, the offering of an apple is a sign of love, friendship, and endearment, and in a similar context, the expression the apple of someone's eye refers to being the receiver of someone's affectionate attention, adoration, and fondness. However, the apple also symbolizes our earthly temptations and insatiable longings as the so-called forbidden fruit. But at the same time, it provides us with the spiritual knowledge and discernment that is required to make the right decisions for our highest good and to let spirit prevail over matter. When an apple is cut in half, the seeds are placed in the shape of a pentagram, which represents the alignment of the 5 elements of air, water, fire, earth, and spirit, or ether, contained and connected by the universe, which is represented by the round shape of the apple itself. The symbolism of the apple inspires us to balance our earthly existence with the energy part of our being. The apple promotes inner peace by transcending the duality of the light and shadow aspects within ourselves that make us feel fearful and separate from one another and our source, and make us forget about the oneness of all life. The apple symbolism reminds us to shed light onto our inner and outer darkness with compassion and without judgment, so we can heal our wounds and find the strength, courage, and wisdom to love ourselves and others and to feel whole and as one. Let's listen to Archangel Haniel's wonderful, inspiring message of love. My beautiful beloved ones, as the wonderful season of spring unfolds and the pink full moon has recently appeared in the night sky, an energy of unity, harmony and togetherness awakens. In nature, the animals are pairing up to procreate, and in human beings, new desires arise to form partnerships, engage in social gatherings, and explore new friendships and ways of meeting other people after the more isolated times of winter. That is why I, Archangel Haniel, have come to convey my guidance to you on the subject of love, the most powerful energy in the higher realms as well as on earth. When human beings think about love, they automatically connect it to relationships with other people, which is of course where an expression of love can be found on an earthly level. But true unconditional love always starts with yourself on all levels of your being. On the physical level, you know how to lovingly care for your own well-being, your body, and your environment. Emotionally, you are able to establish inner peace and contentment by taking enough rest and time for yourself and avoiding unnecessary drama and draining attachments. A spiritual practice strengthens your connection to the source of all love, which is the universe or the divine, and allows for your heart to open to the love that is all around you and dwells in every living being and natural element on your planet. Ultimately, you will experience that your heart is one with the universe and with all life, and that you are not separate from love, but that you are love. This realization will bring you the greatest joy and gratitude that you can ever experience as a human being. So here you are, dear ones, self-reliant and confident, as well as considerate and compassionate towards others. You have done your homework, so to speak, and worked on your foundation and stability. Now you are ready to expand into the world of relationships and enter into beautiful partnerships, friendships, and romantic connections. I would like to guide you further in this outward movement, which is driven by your fire power, being the passion and energy you need to take action with determination and enthusiasm, as well as your air power, being the ideas and inspiration that lie at the base of this forward movement. Let's start with the element of fire first. When the flame inside your heart burns on a high frequency level, it is all about expansion and feeling unrestrained and joyful in your togetherness with another person. You are open to change and going with the flow of life to allow your relationships to evolve, blossom, and elevate all involved. You feel secure with your own power, but also with your partner's power. And when you combine your passionate forces, a beautiful synergy arises. You discover the true value of sharing your gifts, love, and energy, and you both become a conduit for the revival of the spirit of oneness that has mostly fallen into oblivion on your planet. When your fire power is fueled by lower motives, you will find yourself experiencing competition and power struggles in your relationships, and also the clashing of egos that wish to protect their own interests regardless of the other person's needs. Conversations are driven by the need to be right, rather than the honest observation of what is right for all parties involved. These situations call for a time of reflection and rest to find your way back to the love in your own heart and attune to the higher frequencies of love and light, because there is no true victory to be achieved when you are caught up in these energies of battle and conflict. Because if in your most important and closest relationships one of you feels like the loser, everyone loses. Only love and compassion will prevail. Lastly, let's look at the element of air that encompasses your ideas and inspiration to move forward in love. When you are operating from a high vibrational standpoint, your thoughts will be filled with divine guidance to set your actions in motion with clarity and focus. This guidance will come easily and effortlessly to you because you have learned to be receptive to it from your open heart. There is simply no room for fear or doubt because you trust in your inner knowing. It feels familiar and secure, and there is no need to know all the answers all at once. You know that you are being guided with every step of the way. When your element of air is clouded by old conditioning and undermining belief systems, your thoughts are filled with insecurities and your confidence falters. You are entering the field of love with an empty cup of loneliness and lack, and are prone to fall into the pitfalls of neediness and codependency. This calls for healing yourself first, or rather, restoring yourself to your natural state of being by cleansing yourself of these damaging patterns, so that tendencies to control your outcome with your mind transform into an easy knowing, a knowing that your desires concerning love are manifesting behind the scenes, and that it is only a matter of time before they will show up if you have made good use of your fire and air power. So upwards and onwards towards love, dear ones. I wish you a wonderful spring season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed Archangel Haniel's message, and if you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you are interested in personal angelic guidance, follow the link in the description box below. I wish you a wonderful Easter weekend. Until next time, Namaste.